Well, good evening, everybody. This is Jared Burnett, and I'm coming to you from my home office tonight here in Florida. And tonight, I'm going to be talking to Dr. John Buckner, and I'm going to be asking him some questions, and he's going to be talking to us tonight about viruses, bacteria, things that we get sick from, but particularly because it's such a big deal right now, the coronavirus that, there's a lot of concern, a lot of things in the media. And so I really wanted to talk to Dr. Buckner and get his perspective on this and just some things that we can be doing. So first things first, Dr. Buckner, I'm going to bring you on here. And before we get started, if you wouldn't mind just sharing with everybody a little bit about your background and who you are so they know who you are, what you do on a daily basis. I know you're in practice. I called you the other day and you were about to go into a surgery that morning. So share with everybody your background and what you do.
Sure, Jared. Great to be with you tonight. So I'm a general and trauma surgeon. I do breast surgery, primarily take care of patients with breast disease, a lot of breast cancer patients. But I've been in private practice for 30 years. I also have a 28-year career in the military. I'm board certified in general surgery. I'm also boarded in wound care. I'm also the chairman of the Wellness Advisory Board at Pure. So in my practice for many, many years, I've obviously seen a lot of illness, a lot of wounds, a lot of infections, and seeing people struggle with things both in this country and across the seas. I've had 4 combat deployments, 6 total deployments with the military. So certainly seen the worst wounds, the most severely injured patients in the world. And so had a lot of experience in that regard, certainly over the years.
Fantastic. Well, tonight we're talking about, everybody, everywhere you turn now on the news, the media, social media, everybody's concerned about coronavirus. And so, just a couple questions that I have for you tonight that we want to address in this quick video for everybody. And we want to get this out there for everybody is, number one, what is the coronavirus? I had never really heard of it until recently. And then number two, should I be concerned? And if I should, what should me and my family be doing for our kids right now, to prepare for this? They say this thing's growing, and now we have cases spreading around the U.S. and all over the world now.
Sure. So first of all, coronavirus is not new. We've had coronavirus around for a long time. And just to let you know, coronavirus, the name has to do with the crown-like projections. And anytime you see it on the news or you see it on a magazine, you'll see, this round thing with these little projections on it. And that's why it's coronavirus. Because if you look at it under an electron microscope, then you can see it, and they're that small. So you literally have to have that kind of a microscope to see these things. And then you see these little projections. So those are sort of the crowns, if you will. That's the coronavirus. Not new. Jared's been around a long time. Like many viruses, they mutate. This particular one, the COVID-19, apparently originated from Wuhan, China. Not really sure how that happened. But bottom line, viruses mutate all the time. Bacteria mutate all the time. They are constantly, guess what? They're trying to survive, right? Just like the rest of us, and that's how they do it. We figure out a way to kill a virus. They figure a workaround. And the best example I could say is the flu virus. The old swine flu back in 2019 killed almost 20,000 people in this country. It was the H1N1. Okay. Well, last year's was the H2N3. So every year, that's why I have to change the flu vaccine, because those viruses mutate. They create workarounds. They change their RNA in such a way that, guess what? The vaccines no longer work. So, this coronavirus is simply one that's mutated in a way that it's kind of become fairly deadly to certain populations. And that's the big scare now, because it is in some countries very prominent right now. But again, nothing terribly new. This is going to be the recurring theme, right? We have the Ebola, we had the swine flu. Now we got the coronavirus, the COVID-19. And it's going to continue to be this kind of thing. You used to have staph. Now you have MRSA. You used to have enterococcus. Now you got what we call VRE, which is a vancomycin resistant enterococcus. So, all of these bugs, whether the bacteria or the viruses, they're always trying to mutate in ways that they work around the antibiotics and the things that we have to kill them, the vaccines, the antibiotics, et cetera.
So it sounds to me like this year, yes, coronavirus is going to grow and spread just like these other things, but there's also still going to be people get sick with the flu this year. There's still going to be even athletes in a locker room that get MRSA or staph or different types of things. And so there's a lot of things that are a threat out there to us.
Absolutely. And which is exactly why focusing everything. I mean, the good news is whether you're focusing on COVID-19 or whatever it is, people are aware, right? And they're vigilant. So they're beginning to say, wait a minute, there's threats out there. They've always been out there and they're always going to be out there. So what I will say about this, and it is bringing people's awareness to a level that they understand there's threats to their health all the time. And if you don't get the good stuff in your body, like we know we have at Pure, then guess what? You're going to be susceptible. So the first thing is you get the organism healthy, right? And you get everything in your immune system, et cetera, in a place that's going to fight well. Because frankly, the people who are so far being killed by this virus are elderly, are people debilitated, typically with respiratory illnesses already. So again, those are people who probably don't have, or just very elderly and sickly from another different ways, perhaps bad habits, probably not good health. And of course, we talk about this all the time at Pure, the fact that our diet simply doesn't have the things in it that we need. And so you have to supplement these days. So, the first thing is make the organism, us, stronger. And then secondly, being vigilant and using products that are, one, safe and two, effective to combat the bugs that we know are going to be in our environment.
So, Dr. Buckner, so one of the things that we have is the skin defense. And, my wife and I, we just actually landed on a plane today, and we took this with us, the small ones on the plane, and we sprayed it around. We sprayed it to kill germs and kill, if there's any virus out there, bacteria. We spray it on our hands. And so this is what we've been using. And I've just, been speaking with you and learning more about really what this is, this skin defense product and how it works, and why it's safe and all that. So if you wouldn't mind, because this is kind of a baby of yours, if you will, you're very passionate about this product and for good reason, because it is real. There's real science behind it, of what's inside of it. And so just tell us, what is skin defense? How can I be using this? And why is it different than me going and buying some Germ-X or some Lysol or things like that?
Sure. And I am passionate about it, Jared. And let me tell you why, because, I make a lot of wounds in people every day. That's what surgery is. And those people need to heal. And if they don't heal, I'm on the line. It's not good for me. It's not good for them. So there's been lots of unhealthy products that we've been putting on people that we are espousing fights infection and is healthy and safe on the skin. Intact skin is your best defense, okay? So if you got good, healthy skin, that's the best thing you can possibly have. Skin defense is an amazing product. It's got a chemical in it called hypochlorous acid. Jared, what hypochlorous acid is it is the thing that your white blood cells make in the body and have since the beginning of time, every time they combat infection. You know what? The body does a really good job at that. If we have the right, resources in our body, the right vitamins, the right minerals, the right food sources, our body's defense system is amazing. It is fighting off things left and right every day of the week from all kinds of different directions, whether it's coming in through the nose or the mouth or the skin or any number of ways. We're being attacked all the time. So our white blood cells make hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid is the killing agent in bleach, okay? The problem with bleach, Jared, is bleach has a pH of about 12 and it's toxic. It has sodium hypochlorite, which is toxic, which means you pour bleach on your skin, guess what? You're burning, right? And you literally have a chemical burn if you pour bleach on yourself. You can't do that. Hypochlorous acid is the effective agent in bleach without any of the toxicity. Skin defense is an electrolyte saltwater solution. It was never bleach. It will never be bleach. It is the most stable hypochlorous acid on the market, 24-month shelf life. And it's been known for 100 years. But forever, Jared, what you had to do is you had to have a $4,000 generator. You could make this magical stuff out of salt water, but then 30, 60 minutes later, it's salt water again, because it's a very unstable solution. This chloride bond is very unstable. The chloride is what kills, right? I mean, that's why you put it in your, you put it in your toothpaste, you put it in your swimming pool, and so you have to have that, and that's the effective agent in it. But the hypochlorous acid is something that we as mammals are completely protected from. It has no impact on our cells. In fact, it's healthy for our cells. It's literally like pouring liquid oxygen on your skin. So again, no impact on on our healthy cells when we have a scrape, scratch, burn, whatever. In fact, it activates macrophages, which is the thing that come to a site of an injury, which is why it's so great for skin issues. But the hypochlorous acid also, by the way, is lethal to every bacteria, every virus, every fungus we've ever put it on. And guess what? That's because God made it. He made it originally, and our manufacturer has simply figured out how to make a stable solution of this same thing. So you can put it on a bottle so people can carry it with them to protect themselves. Now, again, unlike everything else, you put alcohol on your skin, guess what? It starts burning, it starts drying, your skin starts cracking. Guess what? Now you're more susceptible than you ever were because now you've broken down the skin barrier. And again, that's the same thing with chlorhexidine, alcohol, peroxide, quaternary ammonia is worst things you can possibly do because they're toxic, can cause permanent eye damage, etc. But those are the things that we're typically cleaning with. Those are the things that we think we're protecting ourselves with. And frankly, I think we're breaking down our immune system every single day with those kinds of products. Wow. So this HOCl is safe and better for the body and yet effective against every agent we've ever put it against. And guess what? Here's the other thing, Jared. What are you gonna do with the alcohol? You can put it on your hands, but you can't do this. You can't spray it on your face safely, man. And you can totally do that with skin defense. And that is critical because this COVID-19, you know how it spreads. It's droplet infection. People cough, people sneeze, which is why they say one of the ways to protect yourself is stay away from those people. Those people ought to have the mask on. You don't need the mask on when you're healthy, but you ought to have 6 feet from those folks. And yes, you ought to use soap and water and do a 20-second hand wash. But guess what? You don't carry around a sink and water and soap with you all the time, Jared, right? I mean, man, you're on the airplane, you're traveling, you're a busy guy, you're all over the world. You can't do that. Hey, pure, IBOs are all over the world, man. We're traveling all the time, talking to people, sharing the magic. So, I mean, you got to have something you can travel with. And that's the beauty of skin defense. That's the beauty of the chemical we have in this product. Because let's face it, man, someone sneezing in your face, what are you going to do? You can pour alcohol in your eyes? No. That's permanent eye damage, man. You can't do that. But you actually can spray the skin defense in and around your face very safely without any concern for any injury. And I believe very good protection. So, like I said, that's the magic, man, is you can use this stuff anywhere safely. You can use it on your children. You can use it on elderly folks who are debilitated and have sensitive skin or fragile skin. You can use it on your pets. Because mammals are protected from the effects of HOCl, and yet everything else is lethal to them.
Wow. So it's the HOCl is the magic in there. And the main difference here in skin defense is people have been able to make HOCl in the past through by salt water, you said?
Yeah.
But it would die very quickly. And so it was not effective 30 minutes later, an hour later, whatever that is. And so the science has figured out how to stabilize that HOCl in here, but it's actually good for you. So I saw you spray it in your eyes. I've seen you spray it in your mouth. Absolutely. And so it's safe for kids. I can spray this on my baby and It's fine.
I mean, again, your kid drops their binky or whatever, their pacifier or something. What do people do? Well, are you going to alcohol that off? That's probably a bad idea. You can rinse it with soap. Okay. Well, that's not going to be too yummy either for the child. The surfactants and the chemicals in the soap, you ought to be spraying the darn thing off with the Pure and Clean, right? Which is why you should have it all the time. I don't go anywhere without my 2-ounce bottle of skin defense. You got to have that. Pure skin defense is what you want to have in your pocket all the time. It's what you want to have in your gym bag. It's what I have on my desk. It's what I have in my locker at the operating room. It's what we got on the cabinet in the sink, in the bathroom at home and in the kitchen. And you can also, by the way, use this stuff safely around food. So, again, it is a food stamped as far as safety. You don't have to rinse it from food. In fact, we use it on our food. Because let's face it, when you grab some vegetables or some fruit, you can wash them, and if you wash them with water, that's fine. You're going to get some stuff off. You don't want to probably put soap on your apple before you eat it. I spray mine with skin defense. That's what I use, and I use this stuff all around my area when I get on an airplane. Like you just said, man, I spray down that tray table, I spray down those armrests, spray the seat belt, the seat. And usually what happens is the person next to me wants it too. They don't know what it is, but they're give me that. And this was way before the COVID-19 thing happened, man. They were still wanting it. and then it gives you a chance, man, to, as an opening, right? Hey, let me tell you about this stuff.
Well, Dr. Buckner, I sure do appreciate you being on here and just sharing the knowledge of what this product can do for people. I know that we're loading up right now. I know a lot of people are too. So I'm going to just I'm going to go through a couple other things that we have here at Pure for people, as they're concerned with their immune system, with the virus and what everybody's talking about. So here we go, guys. I'm going to just share my screen real quick. So at Pure, we have several things that we talk about when it comes to just protecting yourself. There's the skin defense right there. You know what I love about it is we have the little 2-ounce bottles that's what you could take on an airplane. That's what needs to be in your kid's backpack. That's what you need to take everywhere with you. And then we have the 8-ounce, the larger bottle as well. And then we also have silver. Silver's been around a long time. People know about silver, the colloidal silver. That's another product that Pure has that again kills different types of things that can be harmful to you. And then our Immune 6. And so guys, Immune 6, this bottle that you see right here, my wife Heather and I, we take 3 of these every morning. And this is Pure's immune health product that has the very powerful antioxidant. You can go Google this antioxidant called IP6 and just do your own research on that. And the immune system, research from all over the world, even outside the United States, a lot of countries understand about that. And then also the graviola extract, which again has huge benefits of just building up the immune system. And so we take that every morning. So this is just some bundles that our company's put together for people right now. And this is the immunity pack. You can get all 3 of them, the skin defense, the Immune 6, and the silver. You can just order the skin defense travel size in a little 3-pack bundle. Dr. Buckner was even sharing with me, it's pretty amazing that they're selling that product right there for $25 for 3 of the little 2-ounce bottles. Someone told me Germex was going for $30 a bottle right now, that people are price gouging people for things like that because of the concern right now out there about the coronavirus. And then the skin defense, the 8-ounce, you can get the 8-ounce bottle for $28.95. So guys, again, I would echo what Dr. Buckner says is, number one, me and my family, we're not going to panic, but we're also going to take this serious and we're going to protect ourselves. And it's brought a whole new awareness, Doctor, to me personally and for my kids, and just what we need to be doing, because there's so many different things out there, so many bugs out there, bacteria out there that, if you're not paying attention, can run you down and get you sick. And so we're going to do everything we can internally, and I'm going to do everything I can externally to protect myself. So Doctor, I just appreciate you being on here tonight. Thank you for sharing your time. I know you have a crazy busy schedule and, probably could be in there doing surgeries tomorrow morning. So thank you for being up late tonight with us.
Hey, thank you so much, Jared.
Okay, guys.